The message that has been being received by by our people in Guatemala is that if they get here, they come here with the little children, they're gonna go ahead and give work permits, legal status, which is a lie, and unaccompanied children that they are going to enter some sort of, they're gonna be allowed to reunify with their families, and they're gonna be able to stay here and study and everything. They think if they're coming with the little children are gonna get permit because of the different action. I call it as misinformation or misinterpretation would be the word, because you see that they see on the news. Because once I saw an interview with a woman who was from Guatemala, got my attention, and she was telling, in the news they are telling you that if you come with your children, you're gonna get a free bus ticket, and you will get to go to your destiny. And I started to make my little research about it, and what is happening is that the media is informing that all these women are being set free under parole hearings and all that, but they just capture that. If I go with my kid, they're gonna let me go through with my. They're gonna let me go on my way, and it's misinformation.
So are the stories wrong, or are the people only hearing half the stories?
I would say people are only hearing what they want, which is half the story. We were discussing this also with volunteers. I mean, the outside people that I believe there's gonna be a few. So if I'm talking 100% that has been released, I'm gonna have like 30% is gonna show up to the court dates.
You think 30% may show up?
And
that would be a large number.
And I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
Because you ask them, you're gonna go to court, and they say yes. But most of them are sincere, and they ask you, what if I don't go to court? They have heard, I mean, let's complete the rumors that okay, you're gonna get a court date, but we're gonna move, and you're never gonna show up. I mean, I'm gonna go for that. That's what's gonna happen. As I seen some reports from the previous persons that were here, yes, it had been increasing. Even though I was in LA for 6 years,
yeah.
I could see when I got all of these issues, the houses, they get the albergues, shelters for kids.
Mm-hmm.
They were reporting that they got like 15, 10 a month, and then all of a sudden those 15 became 30, 45, 50, and they were like dramatically increasing their numbers, and they contact us. What's going on? They're increasing.
Most of the people from Guatemala, and what percentage of the people who are coming across do you think are of the OTMs are from Guatemala? Do you think it's a small percentage?
It's compared to Honduras and Salvador, it's small.
So do you think Honduras is first, then Salvador, then Guatemala?
Then us.
How are most of the people crossing Mexico? Are they taking La Bestia? What percentage would you say?
I think Bestia are only taking people who come alone. Adults or young adults, let's call them women. Mm-hmm. What I've been hearing the stories, I ask them if they go in this train and they say no, they say that they sometimes get them on a bus, and the bus takes them all the way to the border, and they just leave them there.
And are they being forced to pay many mordidas along the way by the Mexicans?
Yes, some of them tell.
What do they tell you?
Some of them tell that they are left alone, and some of them tell you they are getting to bribing the authorities, Mexican authorities.
What areas of Guatemala are sending the most migrants? Is it the old areas among the Quiche-speaking population, the Huehuetenango area?
Yeah, Occidental population.
So the western part of Guatemala?
Yeah.
Closer to the border?
Closer to the border are the ones that are coming here the most.
And is that because those are the areas that traditionally have sent the most people, and so they have the more contacts, the more lazos familiares, family connections?
Yes, here in the state, yes. They are going primarily to New York, to Los Angeles, some of them to the Carolinas, North, South Carolina. I seen a few, it's few, they are going to stay here in Texas or let's say Louisiana, Kansas City, few, but most of them are going to northern states. Iowa, I remember Iowa.
Do you have many going to places like Connecticut or Maryland or Pennsylvania?
Yes, Maryland. Maryland, it's another destination they are traveling the most.
It's one of the most.
Yeah.
So would you say the top 5 states?
Yeah,
would be?
five. Let's see, top five states would be New York, Maryland, California, either Los Angeles, San Francisco, Oakland, um, Carolinas,
Mhm.
and Iowa.
Do you see anything that's going to slow down the flow of people north?
Right now, I I don't know, but I just hope it's not by setting bad examples, and by bad examples I mean that we're gonna have to sadly start reporting families that have died crossing the desert with the little children, or even worse, little children that are trying to cross, um, die along the way. Thank God we have no reports of that.
What is what does Guatemala want the United States to do? What does it think the United States should do in this situation?
President Guatemala requested. Guatemala has requested many times the TPS, and sadly we have never got it. So he told Vice President right now, who was in the country, that if we could get a TPS. President Perez asked that, and Vice President responded that the only way he could see that happening is with the immigration reform.
Okay, what do you think the people of the United States should understand about why the people are coming?
People in the U.S. think they are trying to see what the American dream is all about. You hear those rumors, the American dream, that if they could come here, they would make it. But no offense to anyone, to this country, which has been so grateful for all of us. But there's also poverty here. There's also violence here. There are also gangs in here. So they argue they are leaving our country from those perils, and those perils are here too.
Who makes that argument?
That's my own argument.
Okay.
I mean, I could make that argument up that they say, oh, I'm running because of the gangs in my town. But if they say, okay, where are you going? I'm going to Los Angeles. You see, there's lots of gangs in Los Angeles. So why are they running from Guatemala from gangs if they're going to a gang state, let's say like that?
You think it's more for the opportunities?
For the opportunities.
The economic, financial.
Yeah. As you say, the rumors spread. They say, okay, I work here in the field, and I make. I'm not pretty sure. I'm just gonna throw a number right here. $5 an hour. So low, but I'm just trying to remember. And why are you making? Oh my God, I'm making $5 a day. No, why do you come here? You're gonna make more money. And
how bad is the gang situation in Guatemala now compared to what it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago?
it has been pretty eradicated right now. Fortunately, in mine, I don't have statistics, but I do know that current government is fighting. They have task force for gangs. You could see every day in the newspapers, that they are making raids, capturing people that extort buses, that extort. They set them traps. I mean, it has considerably has been slowed down.